Hi, Michael Whitehouse with Michael's Motivation. I put out a post recently asking for suggestions of topics, and Allison asked me to talk about dealing with vicious imposter syndrome. Now, I'm assuming she does not mean a situation in which many people who are imposters of you are viciously attacking you, because that's a whole different kind of self-defense situation. I'm going to assume you mean the syndrome in which you feel like you are an imposter. So first, let me clarify that if you are actually copying someone else, this advice does not apply to you because you are, in fact, an imposter if you are copying someone else. Conversely, if you are not looking at someone else and saying, I want to be just like that person, I'm going to dress like them, I'm going to make my website like them, I'm going to copy their landing page, copy their script, all that. If you're not doing that, not an imposter. I've been listening to a lot of Dan Lok lately, who's the king of high-ticket sales, is what he calls himself. And his clients are other high-ticket consultants, primarily. So his audience is going out to people who know a lot more than I ever will about their topics. These are top-level people. And it's interesting because they also deal with imposter syndrome. See, everyone knows, you know everything about yourself. You know all your flaws. You know everything you don't know. No matter how good you are, you know all your failings. You don't know the failings of everyone you compare yourself to. So when you're looking at someone else, you're saying, wow, that person's got it together. They know everything. They have all the answers. They are spot on. I can never be that good. Of course, you only see what they show you. I believe I did a video a couple weeks ago in which I talked about the fact that I was having an awful day, but I put on my game face, hit record, and it looks good. Watching that, you may think, wow, that Michael, he's got it together all the time. I don't. Confess that. Nobody does. Nobody has it together all the time. Nobody has mastered it. Everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time, although I have joked about practicing putting my pants on 2 legs at a time so I can not be the guy who puts his pants on 1 leg at a time, but that's beside the point. The point is, everyone deals with all the same things. Everyone has bad days, everyone gets some anxiety, everyone has doubts, everyone gets down, everyone wonders if they're really good enough or as good as they say they are. And here's the thing, is there are people who know a lot, and there are people, not so much, but there's no master. There's no one who knows everything. There's no one who has it all down. And whatever it is you're doing, you probably know a lot about. And if you're putting the energy in, you're putting the effort in to learn, and you know what your weaknesses are, and you're actively improving those areas of weakness, then you're in the top 2% of the population for what you do. And you could well be in the top 20 or 30% of people who do what you do. But remember, when you compare yourself to everyone else, you are an expert. I mean, my marketing knowledge, for example, I don't consider myself a marketing consultant. I wouldn't sell those services. But I know more about marketing than probably 98% of people walking the streets because they're not marketing experts. If you are in the business of IT consulting or massage therapy or whatever it is, whatever your chosen field of specialty, you know more than 98% of people walking the streets. You are an expert in that field. Maybe you're not the world's preeminent expert. Well, unless you're going in front of the UN and saying, I am the world's preeminent expert, you don't have to be. You just need to be the best person that your client can be seeing, which is not necessarily that hard in most communities, depending on what you're doing. And even if you're not the best in the world at everything, you don't have to be the best writer in the world, total. You have to be the best writer that you can be, writing in your domain, writing your characters and your stories. And that's what it really matters. To be the best at what you do for the people you do it for. Okay, so you're not an imposter just because you're not the world's greatest. And believe me, the world's greatest may not be as good as you think they are either. So I'm Michael Whitehouse. This has been Michael's Motivation. You should do something awesome today. You should also click the share button, and please put in the comments or message me what you'd like to see more of. I've got a few more responses to that post I posted that I'm going to be addressing, getting to those issues. But I would love to get more suggestions of different topics to talk about. Thank you very much for watching.